What's up, replay viewers? Let's see who tunes on in. Jerry, first one in the room, and Darlene, welcome. Good to see you, Adriana and Chiladian, welcome. Good to see you, Sally Sipico and Dave Jeffries in Niagara Falls, welcome. Jack and the Cats, good to see you, Jack Spencer, for tuning on in. Good to see you, Good to see you, Tan. Chiladian 360, smoke him if you got him, and Nadine Smith, welcome. Good to see you, Tom Venkin, welcome, and Toth A, welcome. Good to see you, Arshan Al-Waha, welcome, and Rouge Jones, welcome. Good to see you, Brian Bell and Andy S, welcome. Sebastian Eshcavera is tuning on in from a very rainy Florida. Please stay dry. And Robert T, welcome. Without D, welcome. And Land Rover 1965, welcome. Jay Chulo, good to see you, Jay Chulo. And Boss F51, welcome. Nebul Buenvenu, everybody follow Nebul. He's a great live streamer from the south of France. Good to see y'all on this very windy Wednesday afternoon. Windy Wednesday. The official letter is W today. Good to see you, Strawberry Fields, welcome. And Virginia Wedlake, welcome. Good day, everybody. Good day, New York. Jeanette Trainer's out there in Glasgow, welcome. Good to see you, Jeanette Trainer. And Leela Sorensen, welcome. Good to see you, Leela. How is everybody doing on this windy Wednesday? Windy Wednesday. Windy Wednesday. Ooh, it's the spiral. Oh my goodness, the spiral people. Right there. Good to see you, Cliff Padilla. Welcome. Good to see you there, Ange. Good to see you there, Majors Minis. Good to see you, Jack. Everyone follow Yo Ange. A great live streamer from the Upper West Side. Right up that yonder direction up there. Good to see you, Ange. Hope you and Joe are doing well on this windy Wednesday. Good to see you, Marty. Welcome. Good to see you, Cliff Padilla. Good to see you. Good to see everybody, people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're starting out our little journey today at 34th Street and 11th Avenue, right across the street from the Jacob Javits Convention Center. We got somebody playing truck sim, and we got an illegal scooter. We have a New York Waterway shuttle bus, crosstown shuttle bus. Oh yeah, John McCrimmon. Good to see you, John. Welcome. I remember when there was nothing out here. Who remembers those days when there was nothing out here? It was a simpler time. But let's go down the Highline. Let's see what the hell's going on along the Highline and all that good other stuff. 14,000 steps today. That's what we're gonna do today. Girl on the curl, blue skies indeed. Good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Hopefully the live stream ends when I end it, but I know the trick to make it end if the live stream doesn't want to shut off. Good to see you, Lisa, UK girl. Welcome. Cliff, I got tickets for Comic-Con. We might be doing a live stream at Comic-Con. Stay tuned. Julio, Buenvenidos, Argentina. Good to see you, Lynette Jackson. Welcome. A whole lot of nothing. It was a whole lot of nothing. Good to see you there, Coney Island Jim. Welcome. Jose Torres, Puerto Rico, Buenvenidos. Used to be called the Boondocks. Oh yeah. It was a whole lot of nothing. Here we are, the Hudson Rail Yard, where Hudson Yards, the largest private development in the United States. Right now. Welcome on into the show, everybody. Let's do it. You thought Prism fixed it? I thought it fixed it too, but it might be a conflict because I'm pre-scheduling the live stream, Nibble. When you pre-schedule the live stream, it's pretty cool though, because I could like reboot all my live stream apps and then still come into the same broadcast. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure it out. I like the trailer. And the whole, you guys chat before the stream even begins. I kind of like that. Thomas Heatherwick's vessel right there. Thomas Heatherwick wanted something like a Christmas tree and the humans were the ornaments. But unfortunately, some humans killed themselves on this structure. Very sad, quite tragic. Thus, no humans climb the vessel anymore. Hopefully they'll reopen it. But until then, it's a cool sculpture that nobody utilizes. If that's a cool, good word. Sean, good to see you. Bagels and Walks is in the house. Everybody follow Bagels and Walks. A great live streamer from the Upper East Side. I hope you and the kiddo are doing well, Sean. Aurora S. Autumn is in the air. It's nice and cold this morning, Aurora. Good to see you. And good to see you touring different places. Welcome. Gonna make our way down the Highline. That's what we're gonna do today. Let's see how windy it is along the Highline. I was hoping for some very clickbaity opening to the video today. Usually the winds whip around here and you could hear it whistle. Not today. Just the wind's coming from the wrong direction. About to take the kiddo for a walk. Nice. It's a beautiful day. Is a kiddo's birthday coming up? Awesome. Oh my goodness. It's shaping up to be a very exciting October. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. This is perfect weather for me too, Ange. Yeah. This is perfect weather for me too. It's really nice. Good to see you, JR TV. Out there in San Antonio, welcome. Years ago, yes indeed, Cliff. Yes indeed. Ooh, it's the multicultural shed that doesn't work. This whole structure is supposed to roll back, and unfortunately they only opened it up a handful of times. I think Bjork broke it because Bjork rolls that way. But the kiddo's birthday, October 12th. Awesome. Need a elevator at work? Let's see if it's operational. Let's see if it's operational. But good to see everybody. As we do our at least 14,000 steps today. Ah, yes. It wouldn't be New York without sirens, am I right, kids? It wouldn't be New York without sirens. Got a lot of reflection coming off of the new buildings here. I love these. I kind of love and hate these glass buildings because when the glass buildings reflect light like this, it's really cool. But then again, the birds are flying into the buildings because they can't see them. Going to miss New York City. Oh, you're more than welcome, Sharon. Welcome on into the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. When are the autumn leaves falling in New York City? Probably another 3-4 weeks. We'll start seeing lots of color. And we will make it around the city when we start seeing color. So stay tuned. Good to see you, John the Barber. Welcome. Let's push the shed. Yeah. Good to see you, Ramona, out there in North Carolina. Oh, the art is still here. I wonder if that's permanent. Ooh, I guess it's permanent weird art, everybody. We saw this a few weeks back. We're coming out here to say hello to him again. Because when I'm spending $7,000 a month on a small subpar studio apartment, I demand weird art in my public and shared spaces. All right, ladies and gentlemen. He's still here. I think he's permanent. West Chelsea's Best Rental, the building is called. Evidently. Good to see you there, Vaughn Williams. Good morning. Out there in Auckland, New Zealand. Good morning. Out there in the future. Is it Ernie taking like a bath? Is he naked? I want to see what it looks like on the other side of that wall. But it is the common space of the building. So if you live here at a OHM, you get this cool bit of weird art. It's art. If I'm going to spend $7,800 a month for a small studio apartment, I want weird art. Right there. Gotta love them. Good to see you, Wilbs, driving out Northern Line. Welcome. Yeah, we seen him a few months ago. Remember we seen him a few months ago. It's Ernie. That's right. It's Ernie. It's Ernie. It's Ernie. That's right. It's Ernie. I didn't. I was making. Thanks for making my brain work. Didn't. Good to see you. It's totally random. It's totally random. But evidently, this is West Chelsea's best rentals. So, Arjan, how am I doing? Fantastic. The sun has reemerged. I had to do a bike tour yesterday morning in the rain. That was not fun. But the three gentlemen who joined me from the Netherlands made the ride a lot of fun. I think they're doing the Fly Nyan helicopter today. So if they're watching this on a replay, I hope you guys have a fantastic flight on the helicopter. And thank you so much for tipping. Really do appreciate that. No, you're here right on time, Wilbs. We're only 13 minutes into the live stream. We're right on time. 11th Avenue, right there. We're coming to the western end of the Highline Park. You heard someone fell from, yeah, that was some sad news this morning. They're touring different places. That was some sad news this morning. Heard about that on the news. But yeah, look at the weather. Yeah, it's autumn now. We just changed. We changed whatchamacallit. We changed seasons in the last 72 hours. But evidently, we're going to go back to summer next Monday. I think I'm going to have a beach day next Monday. Got to get into that beach one last time. So usually, we could take this all the way to 34th Street, but we have a rehabilitation process ongoing. But normally we could go all the way around to 34th Street. The Javits Center is right there. Almost. The West Side Cowboys, before there was a structure that is today the Highline Park, you had the West Side Cowboys that helped those freight trains go up and down the west side, thus making Death Avenue just a little bit safer. Good to see you, Brian Davis. Welcome. The day that the Highline has no scaffolding will be, we're literally going to celebrate here. So, look, it's Hudson Yards, everybody. The vessel right there. So this is going to be the second part of the development that's going to have mostly residential. Still waiting for those final investors to show their face. Got a whole bunch of cars of the Long Island Railroad right down there. Really cool mural off in that direction. The Mighty Bull is looking for anything bull statues or pictures. Random comments brought to us by Schaefer Beer, and for the all-new Pop Top, Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Love the way, eventually that's all going to be surrounded by buildings. So, nice views indeed. We're going to get lots more nice views here. We're going to walk the entire Highline Park. And then we're going to go down Hudson River Park today. Going to stay along the Hudson River today. And I think we're going to go all the way down and around to Pier 17. I think we'll do a little zigzag through World Trade Center. It is 1:41 in the afternoon, -4 GMT on this September 27th, 2023. Good to see everybody. Huge train depot down there. It's a shame. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be covered. These rail yards are always meant to be kind of covered. But the Highline can be returned to a freight train capacity rail line. The landlord CSX. basically has the agreement that if they wanted to, they could reinstall fresh rail lines and reactivate this. I doubt that's going to happen though, especially since all the wealthy people who have moved into the right of way here would not want freight trains to come up and down their street, but it's pretty cool though. Oh my goodness, the Highline always looks amazing with snow, yeah. The Highline makes you crave Oreos, me too. Can we see the latest? Oh, you want to see Gansevoort? You got it. We can see the latest art at Gansevoort Pier. We could do that. Are you talking about Pier 57 or are you talking about Little Island? Or are you talking about that weird outline of a building? So much weird art down there. That's true, Cliff. That's very true. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Welcome. Oh, yeah, it looks too pretty to be a freight line. This structure originally used to go as far south as Canal Street and as far north as 54th Street. Cut down over the years to its current length. Beach Bum, welcome on into the show. Welcome, everybody. It's going to stay a park, Anne. I'm pretty sure it's going to stay a park for as long as at least we're around. Off in the distance, the old tree, that neon orange tree over there. We're going to skip the spur today. I think there's a new pier south of those. Ooh, okay. Well, Sean, we're going to walk right along Hudson River Park from about 14th Street and Gansevoort, like where the Highline ends. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Look at this, everyone's out. Everyone wants Highline action. Everyone wants Highline. People really want to walk the Highline today. Is bringing lunch allowed on the Highline? Of course it is. It's a public space. Oh, this is cool. We have a reflection of sunlight behind us, thus kind of backlighting everything here really nicely. Still have yet to visit the Highline. Come on out. You know, Will, the horticulturists here at the Highline do a really good job of changing out everything. Oh yeah, that's where it's coming from. It's coming from that building. All the way down here. That cool reflection. Are dogs allowed up here? You know, John, supposedly they're not, but I see people walking dogs up here all the time, so. You're more than welcome, Rush fan. Good to see you. I've seen people with dogs up here, but I don't think like really large dogs they would like. But I've seen tons of like little dogs and medium-sized dogs. Love that piece of art right there. If you line up that picture just right, it looks like you're blowing hearts out of your hand. Do they sell food? Well, they do sell food along the Highline, yeah. There's a couple of spots where you could grab some snacks. Ooh, it's windy up here. Hopefully we don't have too much wind noise.
My mom says hi, Rihanna. Hi, Grandma.
With an amazing green ribbon, an oasis, just about 20 feet below, or 20 feet above the city. One of the last buildings architect Zaha Hadid designs is coming up on our right-hand side. You know, I still don't know the name of this building. I still don't know the name of it, but if anyone wants to super chat me an apartment on the 8th floor, please, I would appreciate that. I'll take the one on the 8th floor right here in the corner. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek. There's a tamale cart near the big New York funeral and best smelling cart. Okay. It's a best smelling cart. I like that. Good to see you, waitress. Welcome. Yeah, I've seen dogs on here a bunch of times. I don't know how they would feel like about like a bull mastiff or something like that. You know, something small, not a big deal. It's like a line. Mural. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a tamale car by the mural. Yeah. I was like, funeral. Tom, have a great evening. Thanks for tuning on in. Oh, your mom likes Lantern House? Yeah, Lantern House is pretty nice. Lantern House has some very interesting apartment layouts that I would not mind enjoying. It's got human traffic. Just chock full of humans making its way down the Highline here. Good to see you there, Caramax. Welcome. Kathleen Lopez, good to see you. Great architecture indeed. Looks like a cruise ship. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's just really cool architecture. Utilizing the obscenely long selfie stick today, by the way, guys. You see the Highline from, yes, exactly, Wilps. When you see it from your lounge, you know you've made it. We're going to do some ASMR here for the next few minutes as we walk over the 26th Street flyover. Good to see you, Mayor McHugh. As we see, some people want to walk fast, some people want to walk slow. It's the comedy, the tragic comedy of the Highline. It's just too darn narrow, especially how some people utilize it. (26th Street flyover, the only structure added to the original structure of today's Highline Park. And this creates an area for a canopy of trees that we're about to enter right now. A lot of these trees that we're passing right now did grow wild in the 30 years. The structure was abandoned. But Pete Udolph, the chief landscape architect of the Highline Park, he added some more trees. And then he moved some of the trees around, created a kind of a pit for the trees to grow in, and then we're thus up on top of this structure here, the flyover. And yeah, creates a really nice, cool green corridor. Bringing you guys back down. You guys were flying above my head. Intuitive Diane, good to see you. It's 4 a.m. out there in Australia. Let me put you to bed, Diane. Good to see you. Okay, it's just referred to as 520 West 28th. A very exciting name. Jerry187, welcome. Good to see you. Cool guy, welcome. Yeah. Well, Leela, somebody could afford $8,500 a month. I don't know who. It ain't me. It ain't me. And actually paid rent today, so I want to thank everyone who super chatted this month. I want to thank everyone who super chatted. Phyllis, I know you're here. Thank you so much for your very generous donations the last few months. Thanks for helping me pay my phone bill and my rent. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, remember when this area was nowhere around? Who remembers the Vault? The Vault was a S&M club at the southern end of what is today the Highline. What do we have here? Artis, welcome. Dwayne, welcome. As we saunter down the Highline. Surprisingly enough, I've been maintaining signal, which is nice. Usually along the flyover there, we usually drop out a little bit. Walk on the left, feel rebellious. If people are going too slow, I will. JR, thank you so much for being a member of the channel. I want to thank all the channel members for their continued generosity. Thanks to all the members of the channel, this broadcast is brought to us in stunning 1080p. Suffice we have a good signal. Phyllis is a true mentor, absolutely. Be great if there were apple trees on the Highline so you could have a snack. If there were apple trees touring different places, I don't think you'll be able to eat the apples. Shivalan Nakamaran, welcome. Yeah, welcome to the Highline. Approaching 23rd Street. Yeah, good, really good so far, Nibble. Really good so far. Been having really good signal today, which is nice. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Hopefully I don't jinx it. Rocking the microphones today too, so we shouldn't have any wind disturbances. 23rd Street, everybody. 23rd Street, 10th Avenue. About 5 blocks or 5 avenues yonder. The Flatiron Building. All that good stuff. Nice canopy of trees. How were they planted? I think they just made a small base of dirt, Dwayne, and they just basically planted the trees in that. Some of those trees grew wild amongst the structure, so they kind of utilized the structure to help the root structure grow. So I know that some of those trees, if not all of them, were kind of reorientated. They were moved about. And they did grow some trees to a certain maturity off-site before bringing them here to the Highline. Let's take a look at the majesty of the grid, everybody. Yes, it does, Sean. Absolutely, yeah. You need those microphones to eliminate the wind noise. But Kurt Weller with a $5 super chat. Kurt Weller, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. You're more than welcome for being on the Highline today. Envious in Vegas. Well, Kurt, thanks to the power of the internet, you are here. Good to see you, Kurt Weller, and thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream. Really do appreciate that. And on days like today, when I pay my rent, every penny helps. So thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. 23rd Street, everyone, right there. The grid in all its glory. The 1811 grid laid out by John Randall Jr. Let's continue on here. Getting exciting here. Everyone's all excited over 23rd Street. It is a big deal to see 23rd Street today. Yes, indeed, John Moore. That's why Tony B is so revered. No, not yet, Shivalon. The trees have not changed color yet. Give it another few more weeks. Give it another few more weeks and everything will begin to change. Coming up to this big mural. Let's see if the tamale cart is here. Jumping up here today. It's like almost like we were stuck in the house for the last 4 days and people want to get out. The rain has stopped. What is that thing in the sky? Is it called the sun? And Jack Spencer with a $5 super chat. Jack Spencer, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jack. Appreciate it. Thanks for sponsoring today's live stream. As we continue on south along the Highline Park. Ooh. Rich people doing shady stuff down there. Did you buy that art? Yes, I did buy that art. Oh, you bought that art? Okay, I bought that art, yes. Yes, I'm going to buy that apartment around the corner. Yes. Good to see you, Jarvis. Welcome. Exactly, Wilbs. Wilbs, exactly, too. I have the obscenely long selfie stick today, so it definitely brings attention to myself. Photos from around New York. Good to see you. Welcome. As we stumble down the Highline Park. Ed Allen, yes. I saw a great YouTube video today about how expensive it is being poor, especially in a place like New York. I'm willing to pay my fair share, damn it. So if I hit the Powerball or the Mega Millions this weekend, I'll put back in my fair share. I'll be a philanthropist. And I'll make money off of selling weird art and drinking wine. Yes, indeed, Strawberry. Yes, indeed. So for the most part, the Highline's only about 8 feet wide. At its widest, about 24. Still pretty narrow. Amelie, good to see you. Amelie, the coronation dancer. Good to see ya. Let's fly above people's heads a little bit here. Susan Ingalls, welcome. Todd Scott, good to see you. That was a support of people who don't own a Picasso. Is there a support group for people who don't own a Picasso? Boy, first world problems. No, you can never lose owning property in New York City. That's what makes Tony B so rich. We got a duplex here, 1.1 million, street to street property. 3-family house. Good to see you, Mary Lily. Welcome. As we wander down the Highline today. Tony B here. I'm selling a house. 3-family. 1.2 million. Street to street property. Looking to sell? Call me. He did one of those today that was just his dramatic pauses were just epic today. And by the way, Island Wild Realty, everyone. Tony B, very desirable. Very, very desirable. Up and coming neighborhood. The next Williamsburg. He went to all the feasts. All right. Here it is, Lantern House. Lantern House. Right here, Thomas Heatherwick, the same architect who designed the vessel.
Oh my God, look at these.
Anyone going to the Columbus Day on October 9th? No, I'm probably not. Cool guy. Tons of people on the Highline today. Tons of people on the Highline. But this is Lantern House right here. Thomas Heatherwick's Lantern House. People really getting excited looking at the duck today. 30 Hudson Yards. On this YouTube channel, we call it the duck. Does it look like a duck? I think it looks like a duck. They should just name it the duck. 30 Hudson Yards is such a boring name. Ooh, look at that crowd up there. Ooh, look at that. Everybody taking their selfies. Oh, man. Yes, indeed, Rudy Giuliani did sign the demo papers for the Highline. But thanks to the friends of the Highline Park, it was saved. Love those windows, me too. Good to see you. Good to see you, Neil. Welcome. Tony B does get around. Yes, he does. Look at that crowd up there. Wow. Jumping up there today. The Avengers building Chivalon. I have yet to see that movie, so. Love to live in Lantern House. Me too. Howard the Duck. That's a great movie. Great movie. Definitely looks like a duck, Dirty D. Good to see you, Dirty D. The duck, everybody, right there. The duck. And Lantern House. Quack, quack. Giuliani's Fedora. Yes, yes, indeed, Strawberry Fields. You know, Strawberry Fields, you know what's holding me back from yelling that right now? You have no idea how bad I want to yell that out right now. I just want to use my loud, obnoxious voice and yell that out right now. Anyway. Coming up to the part of the Highline where we kind of fly over 10th Avenue, where there's a seating area for people to observe the avenue below. Is Lantern House expensive? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Somebody should look up the cheapest apartment in Lantern House. I'm thinking 1.85. 1.85 million is probably the cheapest one in Lantern House. Ooh, look at this. This is some new scaffolding here. I'm telling you, the day the Highline Park has no scaffolding on it, we're gonna like literally have like a party live stream. That might be a big meet and greet right there. Let's do a big meet and greet. We're all gonna walk down the Highline. At about 18th Street now. Ooh, it gets really narrow here. Look at this. Ooh. The day we'll walk down the Highline with no scaffolding, we will all rejoice, everybody. It's going to be a red letter day in New York. Oh, the weird stairway that goes down to the street is reopened again. And they put some vines on the scaffolding there. That's kind of nice. Has a nice classy touch to it. Lovely blue sky, cool guy. Yes, indeed. Ooh, we got some people. I think that we just had some people on scaffolding. They just went inside. Tenth Avenue, everybody. And as promised, I know you guys like the weird art. And we got some fresh weird art for you guys. Oh, there we go. The cheapest in Lantern House to rent is $8,500 a month. Cheapest to buy is $2.35 million. Wow. Lantern House is expensive. BN is watching from Croatia. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning on in. All right, everybody. And Rush Fan with a $5 super chat. Rush Fan, thank you so much for the very generous $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated. With a very generous $5 super chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen. It would not be a live stream without weird art. Good to see you, Train Watch. Welcome. But Rush Fan, thank you so much for sponsoring today's live stream. Much, much, much appreciated. Weird art, everybody. Can't get more weird than this. I'm gonna look for the name of this thing in a moment here, but let's just take in the weirdness. Wow, the penthouse at Lantern House is $8.6 million. When I'm paying $8.6 million, I want to be walking distance from weird art. So this area right here, we're above 10th Avenue. Everybody sits like in a stadium-like seating, looking down at the avenue below. I think this is the first time we have installed weird art here at this little auditorium seating area. You missed the Statue of Liberty? Me too, Sean, me too. Good to see you, Blondie, welcome. Good to see you, Lawrence. Bonjour, bienvenue. Exactly, those buildings have a lot of amenities. Sarah Ferroy says, you remember an old film, White are waving hand, you sleeping, train on the old line film 1995, White, you are sleeping. Saw building old train line, floor, and grew up flower and tree look better. Words brought to us by Schaefer Beer, and it's all new Pop Top. Schaefer Beer is a one beer to have when you're having more than one. Can't tune a car. Exactly. Can you tune a fish? Can you tune a fish? John Lord, did you hear my brain have a little hemorrhage right there? My brain had a little hiccup. My brain had a little hiccup with that one. My brain was like, what the hell? But I read all comments. So while people take a picture of the fish, I want to get this one angle of the fish here that people are taking photos at. Let's look the way down here. Statue of Liberty. Straight down yonder, right there. And there's that weird outline of a pier that used to be there coming into the shot. There you go, Amelie. There you go. Let's see if we can get this shot here. I guess everyone's getting the angle over here. Well, I guess we'll take it straight on here. Yeah, we can take it straight on right here. Ed Allen, that's kind of par for the course. But there it is, everybody. Let's take a look at these guys. Gotta look for the name of this art here in a bit. Yeah, Marie Weissman, I try, Marie. I try to understand it, Marie. It's like a band, I guess, right? I guess it's like a band. It's a cool shot with 10th Avenue right there.
I think as long as we have confidence in the product.
You're more than welcome touring different places. Ooh, the crowd is really jumping here now. The crowd is really jumping here. I can't find the name for the art here, so we're gonna, next time we come back here, no doubt the art will be here for the next 6 months. But once we find the sign or can memorize the sign, I will let you know the name of it. Or if anyone wants to search it right now, that'd be great too. But let's continue on, everybody. When you was there was a yeah, okay, that makes sense, Sean. That makes sense. It's called What If They Bark? Okay. Okay. What If They Bark? Cosima von Bonsk. What If They Bark? Oh, the art is wrapped in an enigma, God, I love New York. All right, this is why I pay way too much money in rent. Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah. Country Joe and the Fish. You're showing your age there, Ed Allen. The kids don't know that. Watch Country Joe and the Fish. Anyway. Tony B here. Sharks playing guitar. 10th Avenue. Very, very desirable, very beautiful art. Contact me, Tony B. Island Wide Realty. Ooh, we're underneath what used to be the largest national biscuit company factory on the East Coast. We now know that company today as Nabisco, but in 1912, in this very building we're walking through, the Oreo cookie was invented. A ripoff of Hydrox, but whatever. Is Coney Shack here today? Let's see if Coney Shack is here. Oh, Coney Shack is here. Oh man, guys, if you ever see Coney Shack, really good. Really, really good. Highly recommend Coney Shack. I kind of missed them. They used to be next to the DMV in Coney. Not anymore. A little bit of a human traffic jam here as we approach 14th Street. Got the little fountain turned on today. Yes. No, if you're gonna sell anything, you gotta sell to Tony B. You gotta sell it to Tony B. It's like, no way. He'll sell anything, Tony B. I'm surprised he hasn't made it to Brooklyn yet, but. Anyway, 14th Street, everybody. 14th Street. Manhattan Island from north to south is 11.5 miles long, and at its widest point, 2.5 miles wide. And this is where Manhattan is at its widest point, 14th Street. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The sky does look crazy today. Robojax, good to see you. Welcome. The grid in all of its glory. 14th Street, everybody. Right there. I know he has properties in Brooklyn, but he hasn't done a video yet, John Lore. But Robojax, welcome on into the show. Good to see everybody, people. Elma, good to see you. Welcome on into the show. Gonna make our way all the way down to the Gansevoort end, and hopefully we'll get an elevator to Yellen. Look how cool that looks. God, you gotta love the grid. I like the grid. To try to put order into this chaos that is New York City. Something magical about it. Continuing south. Oh, did he do it in Mill Basin? I missed that one, John. Surprised there's not more street musicians on the Highline, but I know they're very stringent on where they're allowed to set up. Y'all may also notice that there's no vendors here on the Highline Park. Yes, indeed, boss. Should we do a thumbs up auction? Yeah, I don't want to talk about the increasing housing prices, but I just paid rent today. I had to pay rent today, so. But it's fine, everyone. It's fine. Ooh, you can really, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. The wind is getting a little strong down here. Just went outside today. It felt great. Awesome. Gotta get outside. Ibrahim, good to see you. Ask the saxophone to take a ride on the A train. Ooh, I forgot weird art. Got another piece of weird art over here. Got a tour guide doing her job over there. We'll let her work. Yeah, no vendors, yeah. Highline Park should run Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, you know what they should? You know what, Din Din? That's very true. It's a very similar, like, kind of linear structure. You wouldn't go bankrupt anywhere else. That's right, Sean. Proud to spend way too much money of our income on our living expenses. I'm like a proud New Yorker. Yeah, no, a lot of people have sent me that article, Strawberry Fields. It's a dumb article, I'm not gonna lie. The latest New York Post article about the vendors simply counts the vendors. Our Dollar Water guy does make an appearance in the story, which is great, because he's been there since like 2003. He's the OG. They don't address the main issue at hand, which is that people are storing stuff on the bridge. The people are like literally leaving stuff up there overnight. And that is a recipe for something really nefarious and really bad. Rush fan? Absolutely. That's why this is one of the easiest places to do content. I mean, if you can't live stream New York, you know? So it looks like the very southern end of the Highline is closed. So we can't see the last little bit of art at the end of it, but that's okay. Because let's look for this pier. Let's look for this pier. Uh-oh, oh, we gotta get it all to ourselves? Come on, baby, close the door. Close the door, yes. Going down, down to the rest of our lives, down to the reality of our realities. Your Highline Park experience is coming to an end. Welcome to the street and Gonzabot Street. Stand by the doors, people. Stand by the doors. Oh, reality in 3, 2, 1. Your reality will begin now. And Boss F51 with a $2 super chat. Boss, thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated. And thanks for giving me the leftovers of rent today, boss. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for the very generous $2 super chat. Every bit helps, people. Every bit helps. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. We have made it down to the reality of our lives here on Gonzabot Street. You feel refreshed, Strawberry Fields? Good. Good. That's my job, to make you feel refreshed. As we walk in front of the Whitney Museum of Contemporary Art. Good to see you, RJ, out there in Colorado. Welcome. Got some people cleaning up the street. Oh yeah, look at this. We have some like new construction across the way over there. Let's check that out. Let's cross at 14th Street. Let's go back up to 14th Street. And then we'll cut across. You needed that? Good. Everybody needed that. Good. That's my job, ladies and gentlemen. That's my job. Yeah, they're doing some kind of big construction across the street. Gotta check that out. Let's see what's going on. And tell you one thing, the obscenely long selfie stick really does help when we're in the thick of the Highline madness. Your favorite name is Gonzabot, yes. Gonzabot is a Pekingese. He was $7,000 when I bought him. He only drinks water from his Tiffany vase. Gonzabot, the most pampered pooch in all of Chelsea. Gonzabot, so renowned, he has his own 2-bedroom apartment just off of 10th Avenue, right above his favorite art gallery. You're more than welcome, boss. Boss, thank you so much. Has anyone out there read the illustrated novel Time and Again? I have not, Ed Allen. I have not. I have not. My little Gansevoort. The $7,000 Chinese Pekingese. The most pumped pooch in all of Chelsea. Oh, the Florence's has begun. I guess scan the QR code. Maybe that'll lead you on to something. Don't forget the diamond. Yes, Gansevoort has his favorite diamond, his Tiffany diamond encrusted collar. There's only 3 of them in existence on the planet Earth. Little Gansevoort will have nothing less. Little Gansevoort goes to breakfast at Tiffany's for a lark. All right, we get across the street right here. That's what we're gonna do. West Street, everybody. 10th Avenue right here. But this is West Street right here. Most people simply still call this the West Side Highway. There used to be an elevated structure right here. A highway that didn't last too long, that didn't get much love, eventually beginning to collapse in sections. Its History did a fantastic video on the history of the West Side Highway. It was fascinating with some of the pictures that he showed, because I've never seen some of those pictures. See this arch right here across the street? This arch lets us know where the old Cunard Line's pier was. This is the pier that the Titanic was supposed to land at, and said the Carpathia came with the survivors of the Titanic disaster. This arch is there in remembrance of that horrible day. The clouds are cool. MXP, awesome. Glad you're enjoying. This is the little island NYC here, and Pier 57 is over there, but there seems to be a new pier down this way here. So let's go down this way. Let's continue. We're gonna go south now, all the way down. We're gonna go all the way down. M. Zambrano, good to see you. Beautiful day indeed. Got to contend for space with the bike lane here, a little unsettling. Bikes tend to go fast in this little area here. The Standard Hotel is right there across the street. Standard Hotel became infamous when it first opened because people used to make whoopee, if you will, in the windows, and people used to watch from the newly opened Highline Park. A wonderful time in New York. And right in this area used to be the old, well, you had the Anvil. Anyway, good to see you, Darlene. Welcome. Good to see everybody, people. Yeah, look at this. We got this new little pier coming together. Not open just yet, but it looks like they're adding to the recreation area here on here at Hudson River Park. That's exciting. Very exciting. That's how Kim Kardashian started her career, yeah. We had the Anvil and the Vault. Fine clubs in New York City history. George Rucker, good to see you, welcome. You heard they gotta put, oh, is this the actual sand beach The infamous sand beach that everybody was going nuts about. Oh yeah, look at this. There's gonna be a little commercial space here. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we can get a look in there. Andrew, I've already done that. Andrew, have done that many, many times. Check out my replays. Let's see, can we get a book? I want to climb on this fence here, but let me not do that. Yeah, I've done that. Been there, done that. Andrew, I've been live streaming for like 8 years now. So, if you said that you want me to try some, I probably already tried it. All right. This looks cool. The Gansevoort Peninsula. Okay. Wow, this is exciting. Actually, I think didn't the last time we rode a bike, we came down West Side Highway, or we came up the West Side Highway. Then we have this interesting piece of art over here. It's the outline of the old building that used to be here. Yeah, all I need is a drone. That's the one thing I have never done. I have never live streamed using a drone. I guess this obscenely long selfie stick kind of comes close to having a drone. Let's see, is it open down here? Okay, this is not open down here. JRTV, I don't know when it opens. I don't know when it opens. Yeah, this is all pavers here. We have old pavers, and this is still technically closed. Exactly. I did a boat, a bike, a helicopter, a car. Yeah, we've done it all at this point. Except for a drone. But then again, a helicopter I think is really cool. And by the way, the fun fact about my helicopter stream is that the majority of the live stream is actually flying in the helicopter, not in the waiting room. And my legs are dangling out the side of it. So you get to hang out the side of a helicopter. They're also working at the end of Pier 97 at the end of West 57th Street. Wow, okay. So we got 2 new recreation piers happening. When I drove down Fifth Avenue, was it one of the scariest things you've ever seen? It was fine, I mean. Wow, that park looks cool. Look at this, guys. Let's zoom in on this. Wow. So in the background, you got Little Island, NYC. And then you got this whole little recreation area. And I think this is going to be the beach right here. Because you see there's steps that lead you down into that really cool kind of artwork there. That's like a frame of the building that used to be there, or the pier that used to be there. Wow. This is cool. There's a helicopter live stream. Thank you so much, Nibble. Din Din, I hope we do a lot more Blizzard live streams this year, or this winter. Sean, I am very much looking forward to this. It looks scarier than you think. Oh yeah, no, in real life it was a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Now here on YouTube, there is a great video of Bill Murray talking about technology on this very pier right here. And you know, I forgot to get the picture ready. But if you ever watch that video, I'm going to show you exactly where Bill Murray stands. Good to see you there, Denise. Welcome. This is Pier 51, just south of Gansevoort. And Bill Murray does a great rant about technology and like cassette tapes and what else? Answering machines. How about put some Christmas lights in that frame? Oh my God, that would be awesome. That would be really cool if they do that. I would love to see that. Nice out here today. Really nice. One World Trade Center, Lower Manhattan. Down in that direction. Hudson River. That's where we're at right now. Actually, we had our Hoboken Feast and Fireworks was literally right there. Right across the way over there. And we could see Water's Soul telling us New Yorkers to quiet down, shush. Y'all making too much noise across the river, she's saying. Water's Soul over there at Newport. It's really Hoboken South, kind of. I don't know. But they call it Newport. Beautiful day, John. Good to see you. But right about here, Bill Murray does a rant about technology. And this building right here, if you ever want to watch that video, this building right here is prominently in the shot. There's none of these trees are here because they're still building what is the boulevard that is today West Street. But Bill Murray talks about technology right about here. The video can be found here on YouTube. Just look up like Bill Murray rants on technology or something like that. And you'll see it. It's pretty cool though. It's like totally random. And I forgot what it was actually filmed for. I think it was filmed for a TV show that never aired. Is that statue permanent? Yes, it is, Strawberry. Yes, it is. Bill Murray never thought, yeah, absolutely, MXP, absolutely. MXP, you know, I'm always amazed by this technology here of the live stream. It still amazes me all the time that you guys from all around the world could join me and watch this. It's really cool. Andrew, absolutely, yeah. I prefer the West Side over the East Side all day long. West Side's just a lot more chill, a lot more nice, a lot more green. East Side is kind of like built up right to the edge. Wonder what he thinks about technology today. He probably gets a kick out of it. Your Ghostbusters 1 and 2 disc arrived the other night. Awesome, it's good to know. I figured today, since we've had no sun for the last like 4 days, I would walk into the direction of the sun today. So this walk today is completely done on that purpose. And we're just gonna walk with the sun in my face today. After doing a bicycle tour yesterday morning, which by the way, completely killed me. When I went home, I went right to sleep. I went home, ate a chicken roll, and went right to sleep. But I said, you know what? Today I'm going to walk with the sunshine in my face. Absolutely, ABX girl. Yes, indeed. The East Side has always historically been the more expensive area. But, you know, with the West Side, especially neighborhoods like Tribeca and Chelsea. JJ says, good to see you there, JJ. I'm doing great. Catching up on the Highline. Awesome. Very interesting architecture. Good to see you there, JJ. Do I remember when the West Side Highway? Yes, I vaguely remember that, Andrew. It's History did a fantastic video recently about the West Side Highway. I vaguely remember the last few sections of the Highline, or of the West Side Elevated Highway. So, biking in the rain was not fun, Nibble. It was not fun. But the three guys that came, they knew how to ride bikes, so we did some stuff I don't normally do. Kind of go out into traffic situations that we don't normally ride in. So, today they're hopefully in one of these helicopters flying around. They had their tickets for Fly Nigh on. I was very excited for them. And I think they subscribed, so thank you so much, guys. Those clouds meant that it's a good day to fish. Oh, John Laurie, hear that? We gotta go fishing. We gotta go fishing, man. We gotta go fishing. Kind of smells like fish. Kind of smells like fish along the Hudson today. I think we're at or near high tide. The water feels kind of high up at the moment. I love these little piers here. Pier 49, or the remnants up Pier 49. Yeah, Robojacks, isn't it cool? Very interesting. I saw pictures in that video that I've never seen before. Привет, привет. Welcome. Yeah, its history video was fantastic. Love the east side. The Brooklyn views are awesome. Absolutely. It's an outgoing tide at the moment. Okay. Good to see you, TYC. Welcome. Is it an outgoing tide? I always forget to check that. I should check that more often. Let's get out to the end of the next pier, and I'm gonna take a little drink of water. Frank Reagan will be out fishing, Darren. Good to see you, Darren. Yes, Frank Reagan with Donnie. And the other one, who I always forget the other one's name. The one who's married to Eddie. It's so sad. I watch that show way too much and I forget everyone else's name. We got Aaron Reagan, we got Erin. She's the DA. What's the other brother's name? How sad is that? I don't know this. Anyway. Good old Police Commissioner Reagan. Good old Frank. We're gonna go out to the end of this pier here, and I'm gonna take a little break. I have a little drink in my bag, and I'm gonna enjoy for a moment. Jamie, thank you so much. It is Jamie and Eddie. There we go. Jamie. I knew it was something weird. That's why I don't remember. I associate Jamie with a woman. So that's Jamie Reagan. Donnie was just Donald, I think, in the show. Or Danny, that's Danny Reagan. Is Danny. Donnie Wahlberg is Danny. But Darren, thank you so much. I'm never going to forget that now that the other brother is Jamie. He's the one who always wants to do everything by the book. Danny, he's a kind of take charge kind of guy. Yeah, it is Henry the Grandpa. That's right, Figment. That's right. I think it's Henry the Grandpa. I just call him Grandpa. Oh, have you finally caught up to season 13? Awesome. Jazz Lady, good to see you. Welcome. Hopefully they'll get filming soon. Yeah, Linda Reagan. No, she died off. She didn't mysteriously die off. I think they killed her off. Or did she have like cancer or something like that? It was messed up. Yeah, Danny's wife. As we talk about Blue Bloods, if you're just tuning in, everybody, welcome. We're walking down the west side of Manhattan today. And I think we're going to make it all the way down to Pier 17 because the power of YouTube is telling me to live stream for about 3 hours today. So we're doing a nice long one for you guys today. Probably another long one tomorrow. Yeah, Linda was killed, yeah. Oh, she was killed, right? Yeah, she was killed off. It was like they had that shooting in the hospital. Now I remember that episode. Uh-oh, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Blue Bloods, I'm sorry. Yeah, helicopter crash, okay. The show jumped the shark, okay. Makes sense. Makes sense. Spoiler alerts, guys. Spoiler alerts. Let's get rid of 30 viewers, huh? Let's get rid of 30 viewers. Actually, I'll do this. I will do this. So I could plop you guys anywhere. All right. Miss EEE81, welcome. Can't wait for the snow in the city. Me too, Miss EEE. Good to see you. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, 10 years ago. Congratulations, Darren. Yeah, hey guys. Yes, motion viewers are getting deactivated now because I'm going to look into the camera and talk to you guys. Welcome. Where's my drink? This is my Gatorade that I bought yesterday for my bike tour. As you see, I took one sip of it because it was so cold yesterday. Good to see everybody. New York, good to see you there, Freak Juan. He's not walking. I know he's not walking. Tune out. Oh my God. He's not walking anymore. Weather predictions, I saw that. ABX Girl, I saw that it's going to be snowier than last winter. But then I saw another report that we're going to have an El Nino. So that's an El Nino makes it warmer. So this is going to be a warmer winter. It's going to be like last winter where it's wet and warm and ugh. I want ice everywhere. I want ice. I want snow everywhere. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. Good to see you too, Strawberry. Lee from France, bienvenue. All right. I love this little selfie stick thing here because I could just plop the camera anywhere, and because it acts like a counterweight with the gimbal, it kind of like lessens the wind interference here, which is pretty cool. The Mighty Bull says, boom, boom, boom. Random words brought to us by Schaefer Beer, and it's all new Pop Top. Schaefer Beer for people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one, in this case 3. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. I will take you guys out in the snow, guaranteed. But yes, an El Nino is shaping up this winter. Yes, indeed. Since most winters are snowier than last year. Yeah, I know, but last year we had none. So will we go for a 2-peat with no snow? We'll find out. But we do need a snowy winter. Ooh, that sun's really going now. Oh, do you like my purple shirt? A tribute to Prince and a tribute to the number 7 train. Which, by the way, I did take to the beginning of the live stream. So there you go. We're paying tribute to the 7 train today. The Roosevelt Avenue line. The Roosevelt Avenue line. Well, evidently the sweethearts wander the streets. Which, by the way, guys, just going to tell you this right now. I understand I have been given some DMs. I should see the sweethearts over in Jackson Heights, Queens. I know it's some kind of fad or thing happening the last few days, or last few weeks actually. I think it's about a month-old fad now, maybe a month and a couple of weeks old fad. I'm not gonna roam. I don't feel like roaming Corona Queens looking for the sweethearts. While the situation is very sad, I do understand people want to document it for posterity, and I get it. But I think those are dumb views and dumb videos to make, because obviously people are going through some really terrible shit in their lives. A lot of people, a lot of humans have made their way to New York in the last 10 months since April, and that is the end result. Is seeing scores of people literally selling themselves. So, you know, I for one, if we're not going to go there organically and, you know, see that along the way of seeing something else or going to a location to see, again, I like to focus on art, fun stuff. I'm not going to be looking for women selling themselves or humans selling themselves in the afternoon. It's a sad situation. And it's cheap clicks. Thank you so much, Sean. It is. I think it's kind of cheap. I think it's kind of easy views, you know, kind of, even though they are on a public street, you're kind of exploiting these people for easy and cheap clicks. And yeah, so it's cheap, lazy clicks content, yeah. Is that guy fishing? Yes, he is. Yes, he is fishing. Yes, we do got somebody fishing. Sandra Ann, good to see you. And now, by the way, now you can report this back to everyone who talks shit about me in those various Discord groups. I see you guys. I see you guys, but yes. Now you know my thoughts about the, what's it called? Sweethearts Boulevard? They're all called? The Boulevard of Streethearts. Anyway, I try to have sensible content. Let's keep going. I try to look good. I need a shave eventually. Appreciate that, Mighty Bull. Let's continue walking south, people. This isn't a lake, this is a river. And it used to freeze, but we haven't had really cold winters the last few years for this to freeze, but it used to freeze all the time. Don't know of any Discords. There's a few different Discord servers out there where people talk shit about me. It's cool. It's cool. Out of respect, you'll never talk that way about me. I appreciate that. Where did I buy a shirt like that? Actually, my beautiful wife gifted me this shirt. My beautiful wife gifted me that shirt. Good to see you, Timbo. Welcome. These are courtesy of the Duchess. Majors, you want to know what street it is? It's Roosevelt Avenue. Roosevelt Avenue in Corona, Queens. Have a good one, cool guy. Thanks for tuning on in. Roosevelt Avenue, like up in like the 80s or 90s, like or 103rd. And a Roosevelt all the way out there in Corona, right near Louis Armstrong's house, which is kind of sad. Oh, we got some people doing a TikTok or some kind of influencing video. They're TikToking. Anyway, you're more than welcome, MXP. Your daughter's staying less than a mile away. Oh, awesome. She's staying out here in Tribeca or Chelsea or the West Village. Nice. We're coming up to Christopher Street right now. I appreciate that, Nebul. Appreciate that. Yeah, she comes back to Hawaii on Saturday. Awesome. Hopefully she has a safe trip back home. John Laura, I think this is authentic TA because my wife's father used to work in transit. May he rest. And I'm wearing one of his shirts. So this is authentic. I'm pretty sure this is authentic. One World Trade Center straight down the way. We're going to make our way all the way down to the World Trade Center. The motion-activated viewers have come back. Like I said, we're going to lose about 30 people if I stop walking. So those 30 people have come back. Subways, John Laura, subways. Well, Cliff, you know, I understand, like, not necessarily live streaming. I've seen people make edited videos of this also. I understand like the whole documenting of it, but like if you're making like more than like one video, then it's like it gets a little ridiculous. And it's basically the same thing. But whatever. People want to see that kind of stuff, so that's cool. I'll see you later, Susan. Vesey Street is looking really nice these days. Yes, it is. We will be passing Vesey Street soon. Welcome to West Street and Christopher. In the days, weeks, and months after September 11th, this area became a rallying point to cheer on all the first responders who were working at the pile, as it was called, or ground zero at the World Trade Center. People were here for months to cheer on those workers, and thus this area was called Point Thank You. I came down here a couple of times myself. and cheered on the workers here at Point Thank You. You couldn't go further south than this if you were on the west side. This is where everything was closed off. And here we remember a little bit of history, a little moment in time. Really cool bit of art from Cobra right there. Here on Christopher Street and West. During Pride Month, this area is a major area of partying and hanging out and celebrating. Of course, everyone parties on the pier right over here. Let's continue on south. You know what, John Laura? It's funny. It seems like ages ago, yet it seems like it was like 5 days ago. It's weird, John. I was thinking about it on September 11th actually quite a lot, how there's a lot of reminders that tell me how many years have passed since September 11th, but then it's like whenever I walk down Broadway in the 50s, I still see it as if it was like 1995. And so I still get that feeling of what it was like here in 2000, 2001. And yeah. I was so happy I got to show you guys the base of the Tribute in Light. That was like super unexpected. I was so happy I was able to show that to you guys. Yeah, they did. Yeah, Cliff. There are a few different areas where they kind of rallied everyone together. It was crazy times. It's an interesting feeling of kind of remembering that, and yeah, 22 years. It's such a weird, so weird. We're gonna go down to of course we're gonna pass by Memorial Plaza because there is some information that came through just a few days ago. I'll mention that later on when it's a bit more appropriate and more in context when we get to the World Trade Center. Back when Matt Lauer had long hair, yeah. Absolutely, JR. Yeah, you know, Andrew, for me, between September 11th and like 2003, like April 2003, it's all a blur for me too. It's all a blur. Like I knew where I was working, I knew what I was doing, but a lot of those days have really just kind of blurred together. So it wasn't until I was doing kind of other work away from Lower Manhattan, starting in 2003, going all the way up to 2007 when I kind of bounced around between jobs, that I kind of remember those times individually. But September 2001, all the way up to like April 2003 is like all a blur for me. Yeah, no, if you wanted to get south of Christopher Street, you had to prove that you were working downtown or you had a residence downtown. And then some of the residences that were closer to the World Trade Center, you had to be sometimes escorted to and from your building because they did not want people to stay in their apartments. Because some of those apartments were like completely filled with dust and debris and very toxic. Very toxic. Oh, that's a blessing, John Law. John Law, that is a blessing. BMCC is right down the way, Rouge. BMCC is right down the way here. I'll point it out when we get there. BMCC is just north of the World Trade Center. Yes, indeed, Cliff. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that a little bit more when we get there. When we get to the Memorial Plaza. we'll go through Memorial Plaza and we will pay tribute and remember. As for now, we're a few blocks north of Canal Street. You're more than welcome, Beach Bum. Beach Bum, I tried to make it enjoyable for you guys, and plus, I'm not gonna lie, I am entertaining myself in the future. So I could watch these live streams 10 years from now and be just as entertained as I was when I made them. So I want the watchability to be really high on these. Yes, indeed, JRTV. I'm gonna mention that when we get closer to World Trade Center. It's very sad. Wow, MXP, were you downtown or were you trading from like a remote area? Were you trading from like a different spot? Luckily for me, I just got home from work. That's my 9/11 story. But I had to come back downtown 5 days after September 11th. So, yeah, Robojacks, a lot of people are being affected by the World Trade Center dust. Personally, I am very lucky that I haven't gotten sick. I make you laugh with my cast of characters of voices. That's awesome, Beach Mom. We gotta make it fun, Beach Mom. We gotta have fun, Beach Mom. We gotta have fun. We gotta have fun, Beach Mom. We gotta have fun. Gotta make our way just a little bit further down here. The ventilation shafts to the Holland Tunnel. Right there. Holland Tunnel, not named after the Netherlands, but the president of the, what's it again? The Port Authority, right? President of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. And his name was William or Grover Holland. I think I want to say William. If anyone could get Mr. Holland's first name. I want to say it's William or Grover. I don't know why I'm thinking Grover. Anyway, the ventilation shaft for the Holland Tunnel, right over there. One of the first vehicular tunnels of its length in the world. Good to see you from Stone Mountain. Lay, actually, we've seen the Statue of Liberty's sister. We have seen the Statue of Liberty's sister on the live stream when she visited the United States for 5 days. That was really cool. So the last time we went to Liberty Island, we saw Statue of Liberty's sister straight from France. Is it Clifford? Is it Clifford Holland? Margie Blog, good to see you. Is it Clifford Holland? That sounds about right. It's Grover Holland. Is it Grover Holland? Oh, wow, you were trading from your home in Hawaii. Wow. Yes, it was very early in the morning for you. Were you trading futures? Anyway, I want to thank all of the channel members. I want to thank everyone who has super chatted today, everyone who hit the thumbs up on the video, everyone who shared this video with your friends. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So Clifford M. Holland. The Holland Tunnel, the president of the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Tom from Midtown, welcome. But I want to thank everyone who has supported the live streams and all the new members, all the old members, all the channel subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your kindness. As that wind really picks up, I just realized I was walking with the wind. I'm like, it's not windy out. I'm walking with the wind. Clifford, Milburn, Holland. The Holland Tunnel. Thank you so much, Mary McHugh. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Right beneath my feet, the Clifford, Milburn, Holland Tunnel. As we approach Canal Street. Canal Street used to be a canal back in the day. The canal still exists. It's in like a pipe really deep in the ground. It's like a kind of a storm drain. The city's first source of drinking water during the Dutch era, when we were New Amsterdam. It's a little pond called the Collect Pond, and that's where we used to get all of our drinking water from. By the end of the British era, this body of water was quite polluted. So thus, we covered it. We filled it in with a couple of different hills in the neighborhood. We drained it with a canal. That went all the way to the East River, all the way to the Hudson River. That area, part of that area, eventually becomes the 5 Points and then Foley Square, where all the courthouses are. And we're continuing now south. We now have passed Canal Street. We're going to stay right along West Street. Looks like the downtown boathouse is open, where you could borrow a kayak for free right over there. Let's see if we see anyone kayaking. Kind of chilly to go kayaking, but you never know. I think the water temperature has dropped quite a bit. I think we're down to like 68 degrees now. That's Fahrenheit for the water temperature. Getting a little bit more populated also as we get below Canal Street. Yeah, you guys are still polluting your rivers in the UK? That tannery business is still going strong, right? Tanneries are still going strong out there in the UK. What about Columbo and Star Trek? Yeah, that was a weird one. That was a weird moment in time. Got to see that episode. Have yet to see that episode, Darren. Have yet to see that episode. All right. It is 3:05 in the afternoon on this September 27, 2023. They look like little hats, but they're little lights. They're little lights. They're little lights on there. And they light up blue at night. Look how pretty that is. So Central Park, it was nature surrounded by the city or planted afterwards. Freak Juan, check out one of my Central Park live streams and I tell you all the history about the park. But Central Park is all man-made, it's not real. 27,000 trees, 9,000 benches, 142 miles of drainage pipe, 58 miles of pedestrian pathways, 11.5 million cartloads of topsoil. Create the supposed natural wonderland that is Central Park. But check out one of my live streams from Central Park and I should tell you a lot more about the history of that. As we approach the downtown boathouse. Did Central Park and we did Prospect Park recently. So we've done both. Prospect Park, Brooklyn, Central Park. It looks like we got some boats out. What a downtown boathouse. As per U.S. Coast Guard, the current water temperature at Pier 25 at the Hudson River is Trade Center construction. When they dug the foundation for the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, they dug down some 70 feet, excavating some 2.9 million cubic yards of dirt and debris. They even found a ship that dated back to the British era. They dumped all that dirt on the west side of West Street and created an entire neighborhood called Battery Park City. And that is what we're going to see in a moment. We're going to start walking past Battery Park City. Looks like Stuyvesant High School might have just let out. Keep on forgetting schools are back in session. But the downtown boathouse, they got their kayaks out. Ooh, a bad signal area. That kind of came quick. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Let me just keep moving here because the signal is awful. For the most part, I think you guys still have my audio. But as for the visual picture, it might be jumping just a bit. Wow. That's a first. We never have a bad signal down here. Michelle King, good to see you. It's your birthday. Happy birthday there, Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michelle King. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Michelle. Sorry about the signal. We're in a bit of a bad signal area at the moment. There we go. Signal back to minimums. But happy birthday, Michelle. Ooh, we got a new piece of art, everybody. Whoa, look at this, guys. We got a new piece of art here. I'm gonna bring you guys up and over. I'm gonna bring you guys up and over the fence here because we have a really cool piece of art right here. Oh, there goes the signal again. I want to show you guys this art, but if you have a bad signal around here, it's useless. Let's see if we come around here. Does the signal improve? Is the million-dollar question. Let's see if we come around here. Maybe will this help? If not, I'm going to have to continue on. But I want to show you guys this art. This is cool. Wow. I hope you guys are able to see this. Wow. It's like a whole play area. That's a... Wow, we got a slide coming out from the back of a fish. Wow, that is cool. I wish the signal was better right here. Unfortunately, it's not. Wow, that is cool. Look, there we go. Yay, we got the signal back. Very impressive, RoboJax. All right, the signal's varying, has a very high variability here, so we got to keep moving. But that is really cool. Wow. Okay, signal is all kinds of messed up. It's like a whale and a fish. Signal has been good for you, Lynn. Awesome. Video isn't bad. Probably just a little jumpy. We're probably you got my audio. You're just probably losing frames here and there. So I'm gonna keep on going here. No doubt the video, the signal is shit because of everyone TikToking around here. See you later, Cliff. Have a great nap. Enjoy the nap, Cliff. There we go. Back into signal minimums. Oh, I guess we're gonna drop out again. There it goes. Hopefully we'll keep moving until I get to a better connectivity. All right. Still jumpy, okay. We're like barely on the cusp of having a halfway decent signal. Guarantee you it's because the school is letting out and everyone's making TikToks. Yeah, Mason, the signal is pretty bad around here. I'm kind of surprised. I usually don't have a bad signal around here. But today we're clearly having problems with the network. Hopefully we'll get back into a better signal area. Just gonna keep moving. That's really all I could do. You darn teens. The TikTok just eats up all the bandwidth. See here, we usually always have a good damn signal. I am kind of surprised that we're still having a signal issue. Around here, so no doubt this is adding to the signal issues. Also the traffic. A lot of cars now have their own Wi-Fi networks. Connectivity issues. Oh, awesome live music. Oh, John Lore. And there we go. Okay. I think the cell phone network caught up with me. We're now in solid good territory again. Let's see what happens when I start moving now. But sorry for a chaotic live stream. Look at that. Over 50 people have tuned out. They're like, the signal's bad. I'm tuning. Still people tune out. Still people are tuning out. People are still tuning away. That's pretty cool. All right, now we're back. Now we're really back. Now we got a really good signal. Now we're really back. All right, we got a full signal. Back up to 6,000 kpbs. And that's good because we're approaching the World Trade Center now. Yeah, I think it's all the school kids migrating north. Yeah, you know, RoboJax, a lot of people on the internet have the attention span of a gnat. So, you know, it's not surprising. These are the same people that say like, oh, you haven't been on in a long time, and it's been like 2 days. It's bad around the memorial, coming in and out all morning and afternoon. Ooh, pineapple water, let's see. We'll see. Hey, did we lose sound too? I know the diehards are still here, Timbo. I appreciate that. Yes, indeed, Mason. I agree. I agree. The infinity point today should look really, really cool. We're going to do a little loop around Memorial Plaza, and hopefully the signal is good around there. Murray Street. Murray Street, everybody. So everything original World Trade Center construction, Battery Park City, right here. This is 200 West Street, and this used to be a parking lot. On September 11th, this used to be a parking lot, and this is where a very large tent was erected in the days, weeks, and months after September 11th. That tent was called the Taj Mahal, and this is where they analyzed all the remains that were coming out of the World Trade Center site. Eventually, this will be the first location for the Tribute in Light. And so the Tribute in Light was set up here just a few months after September 11th. Eventually, we'll move to where it is today in a parking lot just south of the World Trade Center site. Today, 200 West Street, the headquarters, or one of the headquarters for American Express. This is where we figure out how much interest to charge you guys. We are making our way to the World Trade Center right now. Looks like the signal is holding up really good. So that's good. But there's one World Trade Center right there. Tallest building in all of New York City, 542 meters tall, or 1,776 feet tall, marking the year of our independence, the symbolic height of One World Trade Center. Good morning, Louise. Everybody follow Louise Poppy. She's a great live streamer from New Zealand, a fellow tour guide like myself. Everyone check it out. What it looks like on the other side of the earth with our good friend Louise Poppy. Kia ora, Louise. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting excited for summer. But here it is, World Trade Center, back here in the daytime. Yeah, I remember that, Andrew. I had a few people who worked at Goldman back then. I remember that. Goldman and a few other buildings were the only ones that had power. As we approach Vesey Street, let's do a little loop of the World Trade. You wish you would hurry up. Louise, in good time, it will come. In time, Louise, in time. Wow, over. Okay, I think we are back. Make sure you hit the live button to make sure that you are up to date with the chat and the video. Looks like we're coming back. Looks like we're getting a good, solid return back now. Signal's still fluctuating quite a bit. And we're dropping signal. Oh, no, going back up again. There it goes. Interesting. Okay. We're back up to a nice, healthy strength again. How safe? Good to see you, Norm, out there in Bangor, Pennsylvania. But yes, refresh if you can't see the video. Yeah, the signal never drops out down here, but for some reason it is today. Our favorite tree in all of New York City, Survivor Tree. Survivor of both collapses of the World Trade Center. If there's anything you want to pose and smile in front of here at Memorial Plaza, do me a favor and pose and smile in front of Survivor Tree. Will they ever reopen Greenwich Street? Mason, probably not. They might, but never say never, but they probably won't. They'll probably only use Greenwich Street for very, you know, like maybe special events or anything like that. South Tower. North Tower seems... There's a few different memorials within the memorial, and this is one of them. Roughly in this area that I'm walking in would have been the ramp where all of the remains of the World Trade Center were excavated from. Now this area is called the Memorial Glade. As we walk along this pathway here, you see these up thrustings of rock. This is Manhattan schist, the bedrock of Manhattan Island. And embedded in that rock is steel from the World Trade Center, from the Twin Towers. So when you touch this, you are touching the piece of the Twin Towers right here. September 11th. Last week, two firemen passed away, and thus, or actually a firewoman and a fireman. And these two firefighters added to the 343 lives that were lost on September 11th. So now it equals the amount of people that we lost on that day. So since September 11th, we have lost 343 firemen and many others. So to tell the story again, it corresponds with the ramp. And this ramp, this is where all, so this is called Memorial Glade, and this is right here, right by where that ramp was. And this pays tribute to everyone we have lost since September 11th. So last week we lost 2 other firefighters, and thus bringing the number up to 343 firemen and firefighters have been lost since September 11th. 2001, so equaling the number that died on that terrible day 22 years ago. And there's still scores of other firemen, police officers, and EMTs who are suffering from the dust of the World Trade Center. Big memorial, like you see some tourists feeding the squirrels here. And you know, it's very much like life goes on. But if you do walk down this area here, don't climb on the rocks, don't sit on the rocks, because these are sentinels and memorials to everyone we have lost since September 11th. MXP, I hope you're able to hear that story. We're going to continue on south now along West Street. This footbridge here is the last original piece of the World Trade Center complex This would lead you into the World Financial Center, today called Brookfield Place. But back in the day, this was just a street-level parking garage, a parking lot. And in the middle of that parking lot would have been the Greek Orthodox Church. Today we have a new church down the way over there, the National Shrine of St. Nicholas. The most fortified church in the world. Mason, I breathed that in for many months, so I'm very well aware of the ingredients of the dust of the World Trade Center. The dust of the World Trade Center was very fine, like talcum powder, so it was very easy to kick up and breathe in. Luckily for myself, I did not get, sick from it or anything like that, even though I breathed it in for many months. But fun fact about the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, there were no masonry walls in the original Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. It was just two pieces of sheetrock that separated the elevator shafts and stairways from the working office floors. The Twin Towers of the World Trade Center were some of the lightest buildings ever constructed by humans. By volume, they were 70% air. If here, the Twin Towers would be pretty much right here. South Tower would have been here, North Tower would have been there. In today's World Trade Center, this is one World Trade Center. This is number 7 World Trade Center. This is number 3 and number 4 World Trade Center. Number 6 World Trade Center is technically that box down amongst the trees. That is a newly opened World Trade Center Performing Arts Center. Over here, where this footbridge leads you off into, that's Liberty Park. On the other side of Liberty Park, we just saw for a brief moment the Greek Orthodox Church. And then on the other side of Liberty Park, where the Deutsche Bank building used to stand, that is where number 5 World Trade Center is going to go. Number 5 World Trade Center is going to be a hybrid hotel and residential building. They've kind of changed the design of number 5 World Trade Center to kind of correspond with the changing needs of Lower Manhattan, because we don't need office space in this post-pandemic world. And I hope you guys got to hear that too. Signal's really weird down here, so I'm just going to keep moving. Signal's bouncing around. Yeah, see, it's improving as I get away from Memorial Plaza here, so we're just going to continue on here. Gotta grab another Schaefer, yes indeed. Thank you so much, Din Din. Looks good, awesome. And we should be okay. Signal's still bouncing around, but it's still above 1,000 kpbs. Yes indeed, Norm. Got the new iPhone yet? No, I did not, Louise. I'm still on an iPhone 12. Still on an iPhone 12. I'm going to keep using this phone until it finally gives out. It's showing its age, I'll tell you that. It's definitely showing its age. I am eligible for an upgrade. So when I could afford it, I will upgrade. But until then, I don't think there's no need to upgrade, for me to upgrade it at this point. Not now anyway. Whoa, okay. Crazy drivers out there. Damn, okay. God, is he gonna turn around and be a dick? Wow, he's just gonna be a dick. Wow, what a dick. That's a nice guy right there. We'll just stick the camera in his face, piss him off. Wow, what a dick. Wow. Driving all out of his mind, that guy. Anyway. I know that the selfies, the gigantic, obscenely long selfie stick kind of triggers people sometimes. So. Anyway. Yeah, completely banana head, right? Yeah. But see, as we walk away from Memorial Plaza, the signal is improving quite a bit, so We are back into good connectivity again.
Guys, ready for the fight? Yeah.
I think we were here just a few weeks ago, and it was such a different vibe down here. Life goes on. We started out at a crowded Highline Park, and now we're here hearing the children of Battery Park City scream and play. Just paid off your 13 Pro Max, not in a hurry. Yeah, me too, MXP. Me too. No, the iPhone 12 was banned in France, Figments. It was the iPhone 12 that was banned. The iPhone 12 evidently emits too much radio waves, which is fine. It's probably the reason why I never had COVID. So, but it's the iPhone 12 that was banned, not the 14. And that's the one that you're seeing this live stream on. This is an iPhone 12 Pro.
Really have to go.
But MXP, yes, I just paid off my iPhone 12 just a few months ago. So, yeah, I'm not in the mood to start putting down payments on a new one. And plus, I think the image is good on this. It's just fine. So you have an 8 Plus and it still works fine. Awesome. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Did we lose connection? Let me know if we lost connection. I think we're good. But did we lose connection? I'm confused. I'm still reading a good signal on my end. Girl in the curl. I don't know if you lost connection. Just got it back. Short drop. Okay, cool. Still here. Good. It's going to drop out from time to time. Lost it for a second, John. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know what his problem was either, Jimbo. I don't know why he had to dramatically make a U-turn, but whatever. It is what it is. We're coming to the end of West Street, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see you, John Burke. Welcome. All the Johns are in the house. John Nicholson and John Law, and now John Burke are here. Welcome to all the Johns in the house. Shout out to Alan Alda and Dear John. Anyway. Random exploring. Yours is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Bought it used months ago for $400. Nice. Good there, Norman. Awesome. As we continue on. Missing old John boy there, yeah. Dear John. Remember that show, Dear John? Starring Alan Alda. Oh, that Dear John there, that show with Alan Alda there. That's a good show there. NBC there, must-see TV there, yeah. Good old Alan Alda there and Dear John. One of my favorite shows there, eh? Over there on NBC there. Missing John, we are missing John Travolta. I'm surprised John Travolta doesn't watch this YouTube channel. We're always in Bay Ridge. We're always in Bay Ridge, damn it. Oh, this is cool. This shows you the coastline here. 1865. The coastline is here, and then look at it. Look how much landfill is created. 2023. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow, so this is like a learn play area here. I like this. Music Moofies in the house. Good to see you, Gary. Out there in London. Everyone, check out Gary's channel. Check out Music Moofies' channel. Gary's a live streamer, an OG live streamer. Live streaming sunsets. You're giving YouTube another go. I'm happy. It takes time, Gary, but in time you will get an audience. But good to see you. Yeah, maybe John Travolta's a lurker, yeah. Oh, this is cool. The evolving shoreline. Good to see you there, Neville, out there in Toronto. The evolving shoreline. So 1600, when the Dutch first come here, this is how big Manhattan Island is. Then we extend out to 1865. And by the way, Battery Park is off in that direction. So New Netherland, New Amsterdam's right here. Broad Street, the widest street with a canal is right there. So we're like around here somewhere. And then 1865, and then 2023, way out here, Battery Park City, everybody. Well, that's cool. I like that we have a little thing showing the progression of our coastline here, because a lot of people don't realize how much of modern day Manhattan's on reclaimed land. Always got to remember history, ladies and gentlemen. Still cloudy. Yes, indeed. Still cloudy, but we got a little bit of sun. Sun's trying to come out. Isn't that cool, Jerry? Really cool. Now, coming up is going to be Pier A here at Battery Park. And there's a vintage episode of Kojak that they film in front of that building, Pier A. And when they filmed that, there was nothing but like a parking lot, and then this was all water right here. Yes, indeed, Neville. Yes, indeed. But yeah, it's an old vintage episode of Kojak that they filmed right here in front of this building. Now, this building was supposed to have a restaurant, but the restaurateur backed out, and they lost like $10 million restoring this beautiful historic structure. They're trying to, the people who run the Statue of Liberty, the National Park Service, they are hoping to get control of Pier A, and then this will be the departure point for the ferries that take you out to Liberty Island. So, right here. This is State Street. Right here. And we're at the southern tip of Manhattan Island. You're more than welcome, Gary. Gary, just keep on live streaming every day if you can. Just keep on live streaming. You'll get those numbers up. Everyone, oh, look, I got a bike tour coming through here. Look at this. This is what I do for a living. I'll be doing this tomorrow morning. Yay. They always said they're not creating new land, but they are. Yeah, in small little sections they are. Nothing like we used to do back in the day, though. But this little Pier A here, I believe this building dates back to the 1890s, 1880s. Pier A, the North River, as it's called. But hopefully, they'll change the security setup for the Statue of Liberty ferries and put it in this building right here. That'll be a great departure point for Statue of Liberty. Winger the Great, welcome. So now we are in Battery Park. Now we're going to walk along Battery Park here a little bit. See what it's like here in Battery Park. And like I said, I think we're going to end over at South Street Seaport today. I think we're going to go all the way down and around to the South Street Seaport. This is where I sometimes grab my express bus to head home, is right here. Gary, sometimes we have more, but it takes a while, Gary. You gotta keep going at it. You gotta keep going at it, Gary. It takes a while. Troll Life asked, where are the hookers? They're in Queens, Troll Life. They're in Queens. Look at one of those Sweetheart Boulevard of Sweethearts videos out. Uh-oh, looks like we're getting a weird signal again. This is no doubt because we're above the, the tunnel here. I wanted to show you the New Netherland Monument, but people are having lunch around it right now, so we're going to skip that. There's a monument that pays tribute to the Dutch people. I'll definitely show you guys the flagpole. The flagpole is roughly where the deal was made for New Netherland, or New Amsterdam as they call it. You multi-stream to Facebook and YouTube. That's a good way to start there, Gary. Good way to start. Multi-stream is definitely the way to go. Battery Park and Castle Clinton, off in that direction over there, and we're coming up to the flagpole. So supposedly, what this flagpole is, this is where the deal was made with the Lenape, the native peoples of this land, in testimony of the ancient and unbroken friendship. This flagpole is presented to the city of New York by the Dutch people in the Netherlands, 1926. Fort Amsterdam would have been across the street over here where the customs house is today. Let's see what it's going. Got a lot of action going on down here. Oh, we have some kind of dignitary coming through. Where's that Bonita Bonita? We're at the end of State Street here. Across the street is the customs house. Oh, look at this. We got somebody coming through. Look at this, guys. Oh, wow. This is Action Jackson over here. I don't know who this is, but they're very important. That's cool. Gary, am I using a selfie stick? I'm actually using a gimbal, but there's a very long selfie stick attached to it. So thus I could like lift you guys up by like 8 feet above my head now. And we got microphones attached and all that good stuff, but is that where the natives, yes, supposedly MXP, yes, supposedly that's where the natives did the land deal. Now, the land deal wasn't exactly clear because you got to understand that the native peoples of this land, the Lenape, did not have a concept of land ownership. So they thought we were going to communally farm and share this land because this land was so bountiful. All the tribes that were in this area signed an agreement thousands of years ago, basically saying that they're not going to war over this land because it was so bountiful. Everyone could have a piece of it. When the Dutch come in here, they realize that this is a great spot for the fur trade. More importantly, beaver pelts were plentiful in this area, and also shellfish and clams. Got to get yourself a gimbal. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a battery pack and gimbal and microphones. So we got a little bit of everything. We got a little bit of everything here. Wonder how I was able to eat Sgt. Pepper's with 2 hands. Yeah, no, it's connected to a tripod, Lisa. Yeah, I could extend this incredibly long selfie stick even more, and basically put you guys on the ground, and I don't have to use my hands. And yeah, I could eat a Sgt. Pepper's anywhere I go. I could have a Sgt. Pepper's anywhere I go. Paul is watching from Malta. Welcome. But the stick here definitely like brings attention and stuff, other than like the standard tripod kind of handle for the gimbal.
Marvelous, absolutely marvelous.
Hey, hi. Yeah. They all think the camera's turned on my face. What fucking morons are these people? They all think the camera is turned on my face. If the camera was turned on my face, it would look like this. This is how close I have the phone to me. What are they, stupid? See, now I gotta like stretch this thing out so I can like frame myself properly. But they don't understand. See, now it's on my face because now I look like a freaking crazy person. But the gimbal always brings attention. Ice cream time!
Ice cream time! Winter is coming!
You heard that, guys? Winter is coming. Winter's always coming. How jumping down here? Jumping. But see, that the thing is that people like wave behind me, Gary. So they think because the camera's turned on me, like it's like I get people constantly like making stuff behind me all the time because they think like the camera's on me. They don't realize the camera's pointing forward. I'm not that much of a narcissist. Anyway, welcome to Peter Stuyvesant Plaza. Peter Stuyvesant, he is the man who ended up running New Amsterdam in its closing days. And here is a model of New Amsterdam right here. Right after Peter Stuyvesant cleans up the town, the British come and take it over in 1664. This map is called the Costello Plan of 1660. And we kind of walked in the water over there. The Customs House is here about today. This is Broad Street, and as you see, Broad Street used to have a canal. Broadway is right up here, and the Bowling Green Park is right about here. And then, of course, the fence or the wall that creates Wall Street, right there. But there you have it, the Costello Plan, everybody. Ooh, whatever they cook in here smells really good. Reminds you of the old Periscope days. The only difference is that you don't get an automatic audience. Yes. Now here the audience, you got to actually build up an audience here. But the good thing about that, Gary, is that you're not dealing with bots. So there's no bots over here for the most part on YouTube. So we don't deal with, we don't have people inflating their numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Staten Island Ferry is right here. Whitehall Street and South Ferry. Yes, indeed, Carrie. Good to see you. Heading on out, John Nicholson. Have a great afternoon. Have a great evening. Thanks so much for tuning on in. Looks like we got a ferry that just let out. Everyone's streaming off that Staten Island Ferry on most weekdays. This roughly 74,000 people ride the Staten Island Ferry. Bots are the scourge of the internet. That's what killed off Periscope, was bots. Bots and what I call false influences. False influence. Oh, you really want to get into the live stream. Okay. This kid ran up behind me like a madman. I thought he was going to stab me. Anyway. Oh, were you eating an ice cream bar there, Random Exploring? Awesome. Everyone's hopping on the ferry. And we'll be going to Staten Island very soon. There's a few things that we have to see out there. So stay tuned. Oh, you're more than welcome, Felix the Master. Good to see you, man. We're not done yet. We still got to make our way over to Pier 17. And that is where we are ultimately ending our little walk today. We are now officially at the East River. This is the Lower Manhattan Maritime Building. This is where you pick up the Governor's Island Ferry. And there's also a very expensive restaurant called Casa Cipriani. Kind of a Cipriani Express kind of restaurant, I guess. It's smaller than the big one. This is where Gonzavort the dog comes for lunch. It's here at Casa Cipriani. It's the lobby entrance here. This is where Gonzavort comes in here on his BMW. Yes, Gonzavort. Yes. By the way, Gonzavort is the late, great Leona Helmsley's dog. As we all know, Leona Helmsley's dog got a $12 million settlement when Leona Helmsley died. Fuck the grandkids. The dog's getting all the money. So yes. Little Gonzavort the dog. And look it up, guys. Look up Leona Helmsley, the Queen of Mean. She gave all of her money to her dog. Fuck the grandkids. The dog gets all the money. All right. Brooklyn Bridge coming into view. And pier number 6, where we have our helicopter takeoff and landing pads here. Travis Weeks, good to see you. Welcome. The dog's, it is a Harry Potter dog there, John, see? Gonzavort the dog, yes, Gonzavort. No, the dogs are definitely way more loyal than the grandkids, Figment. Absolutely. The dogs were way more loyal. The dogs were the only people, or the only beings she could tolerate their company. The only thing that did not excite her or bother her are her dogs. The grandkids, they were another story. Standstill traffic going into the Battery Park Tunnel. The helicopters taking off and landing. We got some motorcycles. It's New York, baby. You know. Oh, he's taking off. Let's watch the helicopter take off. Spooling up. That's right, Felix. Where did the money go when the dog died? The dog's handlers took all the rest of the money, probably. The dog's handlers probably took all the rest of the money. Where the hell did that helicopter go? Oh, there he goes. He did the turn. He did the turn out. Off he goes. Hey. Yeah, I think the dog's handlers got all the money. That's right, the dog's name was Trouble. That's right. Trouble got like $12 million when Leona Helmsley died. Yes, indeed, Neville. Yes, indeed. Hey, yeah, maybe the dog's puppies got the money next. Yeah, maybe. More than welcome, Nash. Thinking of doing a live stream in central London on Saturday. Gary, do it. Everybody follow Music Moofy. Follow Gary. He's an OG live streamer out there in London. Getting back into the game. So give him a follow, please. And turn on the notification bell so you know when Music Moofy goes live. Give Gary a big follow. All right. So Pier 6, onward to Pier 11. Pier 11 Wall Street, the main hub of the NYC ferry, coming up to our right-hand side. Yes, indeed, John. But I don't think that song "Trouble" was about the dog. I think that was one of her ex-boyfriends or something like that. I hear that song "Trouble" whenever I'm in a Dwayne Reed or a Rite Aid, or maybe even a Walgreens, when I'm buying hand sanitizer and mouthwash. Anyway. Whoa, and Darlene with a $20 super chat. Darlene, thank you so much for a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much, much, much appreciated with a very generous $20 super chat. And what did you say there? Another great live stream. You're more than welcome, Darlene. Darlene, that is awfully kind of you. And thank you so much for a very generous $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes, indeed, MXP. Yeah, some of that money went to a shelter. Yeah, I remember that. Darlene, I'm glad you're finding this entertaining. Appreciate it. But Gary's been live streaming for a long time. Music Moofy's an OG live streamer. Started out back in the days when nobody knew what live streaming was. I know everybody knows what live streaming is, luckily. Maybe, John C., maybe. The NYC ferry Friendship Express is docked right in front of us. Yeah, remember the good old days, Louise? Yeah. I remember when hashtags actually worked. Hashtag winter. Hashtag hashtag fun. Hashtag Christmas. The hashtags worked back in the days. It was amazing. You could find a truly organic audience back in the day. And then they messed up the algorithm. Yeah, exactly. Once you started, you couldn't stop. Yeah, it was great, simpler times. You could still get that here on YouTube, but you got to work at it a little bit harder. You got to work at it here on YouTube a little bit harder. But once you get that audience, especially if you have an engaged audience, that's always the best. But the Friendship Express, everybody, is docked right over there. I love the names of the NYC ferries. NYC ferries have the best names. Oh, these helicopters are really going. Everyone's commuting out. Yeah, JRTV, if you're working and stuff like that, yeah, it's sometimes it's tough to devote time to this live streaming. Moron show have trending, yes indeed. We should get morons trending, right? They're morons. Oh, shit. Pier 11 Wall Street. Get boats here to Hoboken, Weehawken, New Jersey, the NYC Ferry main hub to Rockaway, the Bronx, and South Brooklyn. Sea Streak ferries to Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. All depart from Pier 11 Wall Streets. You're more than welcome, Gary. Gary, I try to go live every day. I'm going to be live again tomorrow, so tune on in tomorrow and hopefully we'll have a similar sized audience.
Yes. I'll be happy.
Had a Burger King Impossible Burger, so you're an organic part of the audience. There you go, John C. There you go. Yeah, Nabul tries to go live every Sunday in the morning Eastern time. around 12 noon Central European time, right, Nibble? Nibble had a great soapbox derby race the other day. That was so freaking cool. That was a fun replay to watch, Nibble. I left a like on both of my YouTube accounts for that one. I was like, I'm gonna like it 2 times. But you gotta keep it up. This is the thing about YouTube. You gotta keep it up. You gotta keep just pushing stuff out. Moron sports, yes. Moron sports are those things where people get injured, right? those injury montages, like the opening of ABC's Wild World of Sports. Remember when like the guy was going down the ski jump and he goes right into the side of it and starts flipping around? Anyway, yeah, starting to pay off, slow and steady. Nibble, slow and steady, wins the race. But believe me, Nibble, if there's something very clickbaity that's happening in your neck of the woods, live stream it. You're the only one down there in the south of France. So do me a favor, live stream it. If there's Sweetheart's Alley down there in Saint-Tropez, you live stream it. You live stream it, damn it. There's no need for me to live stream the Sweethearts, because there's like 4 other people who already did it, so. But Nibble, you're the only game in town down there, so take advantage. And that's why you want to follow Nibble, everyone. Because Nibble is going to bring you the best of the south of France. Hey, the Leaning Tower of Lower Manhattan, 161 Maiden Lane. Right there. Will it fall over and kill me during the live stream? We'll find out. That'll make for a great live stream. Exactly, it's a free market there. JRTV, free market. You too, you're the only one, JRTV, you're the only one in San Antonio who live streams. There's, I believe, 1 or 2 in Dallas. And there goes the signal, great. Ugh. Right when I'm talking about something important, the freaking fakakta signal goes out. And I have one more thing to show you guys. And of course, right as we get to the one more thing, the signal starts to lag. How do you monetize? It takes some time, Gary, but you need to achieve a certain view time and subscribers. There's a certain threshold you have to meet to be able to monetize. But once you get there, you'll be able to accept super chats and all that stuff, and eventually you get memberships and all that stuff. One guy tried, but he does more pre-recorded stuff. Okay, so you know what? JRTV. You're the only game in town, dude. Gotta take advantage. Gotta take advantage. Pier 17, everybody. How high was the water during Hurricane Sandy? Well, this is how high the water was, about 4 feet. What was more scary, 9/11 or Hurricane Sandy? Hurricane Sandy, without a doubt, was way more scary than 9/11. All right, looks like we got a good signal back. One more thing to show you guys. One more thing to show you. And then we could do some final comments and questions and ramblings. Exactly. Take advantage of the festivals and of all that free music. If you have free music in your area, that's the fun stuff you want to live stream. Stuff that doesn't last very long. Music, art, kind of festivals and happenings. That's the fun stuff to live stream. And if you're the only game in town in your locale, take advantage, document it for everybody. The more people we get live streaming, the better. And I always keep on telling people, we're at the beginning of this. The audience is only going to get bigger and better. What is this Uno thing here? They're giving out free games of Uno? What is this here? Recording in progress. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can play like the Uno game. Uno Quattro. Huh?
Variation.
It's a variation?
It's a new variant. It's called
Oh, new variation.
and it's free. You can play for free.
Oh,
You
cool.
win, get a hat for free.
Oh, all right.
And she teaches you the rules.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Okay, hear that? Hear that, everybody? A new variation of Uno. Welcome to the new Pier 17. And look at this. So, this pumpkin arch we're about to see was supposed to be completed today. They are still putting it together, but it looks like they're doing the finishing touches on it. So let's see this pumpkin arch. Lovely. I'm always excited to see this. Oh, we got the French tour guide, the French bicycle tour guide here. So this is where we were supposed to end today. But we're seeing the finishing touches on it. Look at this. Oh, they're gonna make like a frame here. Look at that. Wow. Oh, so cool. That is cool. Well, it's almost done. We're gonna have to come back here in the next few days to check it out. Happy autumn. Happy Halloween. Isn't that cool? You like that screenshot there, RJ? Wait until it's all finished and you get the real good screenshot. Wait until it's all finished. And then we get the real good screenshot. So we're gonna have to we're definitely coming back here in the next few days. It looks like they're just completing that. Uh-oh, how's the signal over here? Look at this, the signal's all crap over here. Let's see, I may have to turn around and go back to the pumpkin arch here. If I can't get the signal here at the end. There it goes. Just gotta get past the building here. Wow, the signal downtown today is awful. But I try to be the best Arjan. I will not call myself the best, I try. What is this, some weird art? We have more weird art. I found a pearl, it says. We found a pearl. Everybody, we found the pearl, everybody. I guess scan the QR code. Scan the QR code for more information about the pearl. Gary, you're more than welcome. Yeah, come on in for more tips and tricks. So I don't know if I'm going to be dressing up for Halloween, but the Duchess will definitely be dressing up for Halloween. And we will see that in the future. So stay tuned there, Jack. But my final tips for everyone who wants to get into live streaming: be consistent. Be consistent. Make something that you will watch on your own over and over again. And you too will eventually gain an audience. And look at this, the signal's all getting all wacky again. Here, let me get down now. Let me get down now. Because we got to finish this live stream. But we need a good signal to do that. Wow, the network today downtown is awful. What's a pearl, Gladys? I don't know. I think it's a piece of like art that you're meant to go around and discover. Oh, come on, signal. Come on back for me. Come on back, signal. Wow, the signal's awful today. Wow. Signal is terrible. Wow. Halloween is coming. Yes, indeed. This arch is going to be cool. I'll tell you that much. Oh, boo with this signal here today. Boo. I want a nice closing shot for you guys, but the damn signal doesn't want to comply. I want to get a closing shot for you guys. So let's try over here. Let's try over here. And then we can maybe get a closing shot for you guys. Signal downtown is awful today. And this is one of my favorite views too, Figments. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have a halfway decent signal once again. So I will end the live stream right here. I want to thank everyone who has joined me for the last 3 hours with our walk down from the Highline Hudson Yards down here to the South Street Seaport. Are you new to the broadcast? Make sure to subscribe to the Dutch Moz Family Networks here on YouTube and on Instagram, all same name at Dutch Moz. Make sure you hit the notification bell here on YouTube because I never know when I'm going to go live next. But from Pier 17 here in Lower Manhattan, this is Dutch Moz signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish those sweet moments, and good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.